From the windy city skies to the bright game lights. Two bras talk ball, yeah, they live that life. Big wheel with the 5J dubs with the float. Breaking down plays, only real fans know. Pads pop, turf shakes, time to ride. Monkey stomps thunder through the field tonight. Run with a purpose, bring that pride. Chicago strong, let's ride, let's ride. Let's run, we run with a purpose. Heart of the game, yeah, you know we deserve this. Big wheel, J-Dub calling all fans. From Soldier Field to the contest stand.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
This one was tough.
It was tough.
Yep, got my monsters in the midway juice, of course.
You got anything stronger?
I wish after that game.
Oh,
wait a minute, we're recording.
You know we're recording, right?
Sorry, I forgot. You know, this has been a tough week. And of course,
Okay, I'm gonna give it to you.
I am Big Will.
I am J Dubs.
And we are the
Bears Bros podcast.
And of course, we had to eat a lot of crow this week because we did
lost.
not win.
We lost. And we lost.
That's why I went with the Rio punch, because I feel like a punch in the gut. With all of the back and forth, I went with all Packers fans.
Yeah, I had to hear from another podcaster who became friend of mine, and but it was all in good banter.
Yes. My boss tracked me down because he's a Packers fan, but he's like, I'm only going to do it a little bit because we still got you in 2 weeks.
Yep. So let's talk about the game. I think I need to take a little bit of responsibility of why we lost. Can I own up to it now?
Sure.
So, see, typically we play at 1 o'clock.
Yes.
Right. And I don't typically have any type of a breakfast. And I started drinking at 12:30 because
you were busting out the liquid courage?
Right, but I think because when I started drinking at 12:30, we win. Comes to turn out, I just like beer. But anyways, even I'm just saying. Going into the game, I felt confident, but it was a 4:25 kickoff, and I'm like, man, I'm not, I don't know, right? Mm-hmm. And I just want to say that because of all the sports shows, they had to keep on showing Ben Johnson. Yeah, yes. I really enjoyed beating Matt LaFleur twice. And then not only did Caleb Williams sit down for another interview with Kyle Brandt,
which was, I like Kyle Brandt.
Right, I like Kyle Brandt, but the last time we did that, we lost. And then they also did an interview with Jordan Love and Caleb Williams from each opposite. And you weren't here yet, but I told my wife, I said, I don't like today. I don't like it when people do interviews.
Yeah, you seemed off as far as, he normally waits a couple of plays before he's like, I got a bad feeling about this game. We were in, like, the pregame, and those are the first things out of his mouth. I feel bad about this. Like, the game hasn't even started yet.
I don't know if it was the beer or my gut instinct. It's probably more the beer. But anyways, first drive, we got the ball. Mm-hmm. Not bad. Did we score? Sorry, I drink a lot. I don't think we did.
No, I don't think we did.
I think we exchanged punts and then we got the interception.
Yes.
I had said this before pre-show. Why did we not stick with the run? That's my question to you to really start the show.
I really don't have an answer. I don't know if he was trying to mix things up and see what plays would work and what didn't. But the one thing that I will definitely say is 2 injury-related things, in my opinion, affected that game the most. One, obviously, Caleb not having his number one guy in Roma Dunze, him not being there. And then another one on defense, which was key because that one play with Christian Watson cutting across and ended up getting the touchdown, which derailed our momentum because we started chipping away in the second half. What's going on with Kyler Gordon?
He hurt his groin in pregame or something like that.
Yeah,
I didn't even realize he wasn't in the game until you had said something like, "Hey, where's Gordon?" I'm like,
because obviously Brisker and then Byard, has been a good addition to the team and has been a key member, but he kept getting beat. And, yes, we had the interception, but our defense was not how it was during the win streak.
And we even got T.J. Edwards back. So.
And it was and not only him, but we also had Sewell back.
I think the whole Ben Johnson press conference to me
was overplayed.
To me, and I think they just added extra fuel, but
unnecessary fuel.
Yeah, and I even when I heard it way back when, I'm like, oh, you stupid ass, don't be doing that shit. But whatever. Whatever. I guess he was just doing it because it's the Bears-Packers rivalry. But
just like Micah, all of a sudden he supposedly hates the Bears out of nowhere, and there were talks about him becoming a Bear. When they were with the whole trade scenarios going out there, and him liking Caleb and things like that. But now all of a sudden he's a Packer and he hates the Bears.
However, though, after I saw the pregame, that we'll come right back to the topic. I did see a pregame. I think it was, I can't remember who interviewed Micah, and she said, "What's it like playing against Caleb?" He's like, "Man," basically he just said, "Man, I can't catch that guy." He goes, "But I'm going to get him." He goes, "But man, you have no idea what he's going to throw at you." And he basically showed him respect. But but I do want to say, I told you last week, Micah Parsons, he's got that Michael Jordan effect. He didn't touch Caleb at all. I want to give props to the offensive line.
Absolutely, our offensive line, when they need to, are on point.
Yeah, I think
because you go from Caleb Williams getting sacked 68 times and having the crap kicked out of him, and then this year there were times he had so much time in the pocket and to try to make a play, or even though he's still somewhat running for his life, he's running and able to make plays. Like that one where he was running to the right and made that dart.
Where we about come unglued? Oh my God, I know.
And the fact that it went through a window of the defender's hands and it got caught.
Yep.
That doesn't happen last year.
No, hell
not
no.
Not one bit. Because I think our coaching staff in a whole of Johnson, our offensive coordinator, even though he doesn't call the plays. You've got Eric Bieniemy, the effect on our running game.
Yep.
And then you've got Antoine Randall L. with our wide receivers. And then with our defense, even though they've had their spurts, Dennis Allen defense is nice. And you've got Al Harris with him. So here's the way I look at this game. Yes, it was tough because it was the Packers. Yes, it was tough because we lost the lead in not only the NFC, but the NFC North, and dropped from 1-7. So it puts are we still going to make the playoffs? Which I know Philly losing definitely helps us out, because if we get tied, we get the spot, they don't, so it helps. But there is a lot of positives to look into that game.
I'm with that.
One, we were down by 2 scores coming out of halftime, and we made it a game.
Yes, we
to
did.
The point where, we had a legitimate shot to win that game.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody wants to crush Caleb. Oh, DJ
God.
Moore was wide open. No, he wasn't. If you go back to the play, and I've seen a lot of things about it, is that he was not open until after the ball was thrown.
No, you're absolutely right. Right.
And then there's others that, well, why didn't he try to run for it? Do you realize he had 3 defenders in between him and the first down?
Yes.
He would have gotten blasted. He would not have made it. And the only criticism you can say is that if he had thrown the pass to Kmet a little bit harder, it might not have gotten intercepted.
But he's on the run.
Correct.
And if you watch, he's running to his left. He's got 3 defenders coming. And up until you said about DJ only was open after, now that I see it, you're right. But obviously, the naked eye, you're like, oh my God.
And everybody that wants to bash Caleb, because even Bears fans, we are a part of a bunch of groups on Facebook, and throughout the game, they're bashing him. Oh, we still got the wrong quarterback. Blah blah blah. No, we don't.
Let me just say something here. I'm not putting this game on Caleb Williams. That interception, as I was saying, he's running to his left, and he's got to try to. I'm just saying, the guy has a cannon for an arm. He's made plays. This game is on one play, and it's not that play. And I will put my money on this. Yes, Caleb threw an interception. Big freaking deal. Okay? You show me another quarterback that can run to their left and basically do the Michael Jordan logo and make that.
Yeah.
Show me right now. This game could have ended or would have gone a different way if the three guys would have tackled Josh Jacobs and not let him get 20 yards. It was 3rd and 8. He slipped out of Montez Sweat and I think T.J. Edwards, and I can't remember who the other guy. 3 defenders.
Yes, where Sweat was coming around and Josh juked him, but if Sweat had gotten him, it would have been a loss of yards.
Right, it was 3rd and 8, so it would have been like 4th and 10. They would have hypothetically gone for the field goal, and they would only put him up 21-23.
Yes.
Or, I'm sorry, 21-24.
I believe that is correct.
Right,
yes.
because Josh Jacobs' touchdowns puts them up 28-21.
Yes.
Or whatever. So, Caleb Williams made an interception. Okay, it happened. But he was running.
Just ask Jalen Hurts about how
I know.
Interceptions.
Thank you for trading him to our buddy. That thing you negative 7 in our fantasy. But anyways,
don't even get me started about that.
I
lost by 3 points in fantasy, and it was because in the Monday night game, the guy had Omarion Hampton, who was supposedly not even going to play going into that, and he was lucky enough he.
He's having a tremendous season. The guy that's in first place. But I'm just saying, you know, I can't say that because we didn't have Gordon, because we didn't have all of our linebackers and Gordon and JJ, and we were winning games. All I'm saying is, in this is my opinion, that one play where Jacobs out of 3 defenders, and if you watch the replay, Montez Sweat lowered his head because he knew that he was part of that. A million other things could have gone differently. We get that, but anyways, the positive that I'm taking from this, right? There's 2. Everybody said the Bears aren't ready. The Bears are going to win 4 games, right? Yeah. Not only have we won 4 games, we went on a 4-game win streak, and we went on a 5-game win streak. Okay, we were number 1 seed, right? Nobody gave us that credit. Nobody, not even us, right?
So I mean, again, we were the betting odds number 1 of not even making the playoffs.
Yep. And here we are. So that's what happens, right? You lose a game, you get knocked out. That's the way it is, right?
Are you trying to sound like Chumbawamba?
No, I'm just saying.
You get knocked down, you get up again.
Get back up. It's Tubba Thumba.
Thumbawamba. The song is called Tub Thumping, but the group is called Chumbawamba.
TJ, who's your motto? Anyway,
can I buy a vowel?
The positive that I'm taking from this is, it sucked because you're right. We lost to the Packers, and Packers don't want to lose the Bears. Bears don't want to lose the Packers. It's like the Yankees, Red Sox. We say that all the time, right? The positive I'm taking from this is, I'm glad it happened, because listen.
I'm with you on that one, and I'll say why I feel
every team that goes, like right now, I think it's the Oklahoma City Thunder. They're 24-1.
Yeah.
Right. They're thinking, okay, we're winning, blah blah blah. You need a loss to get you back to right. I'm not saying that we were wrong. I'm just saying I'm glad that now, because let's talk about the elephant in the room. Matt LaFleur. Ben Johnson's press conference. Then Caleb Williams sitting down.
And now, hopefully, with the fact that we lost, we don't have to hear about it again.
If you watch the thing with Kyle Brandt, he had Caleb reading off tweets. Yeah. And I'm like, stop doing that, but whatever. So now I think as a positive, this is like, okay, you know what? we weren't prepared for these guys. Now because what happened after we lost the first 2 games?
Oh,
Then we lost to the Ravens.
Caleb's not the guy.
Right.
Maybe,
but then
Ben's not the coach that we thought he was. No, even us, we were saying that were we catfished? I remember saying that we catfished about a Ben Johnson offense, and then he slowly got a running game into it. Then he slowly gained Colston Loveland into it, and so on and so forth. It's whether or not the defense plays their part, and so on and so forth. But when you're missing every key person, and then they slowly come back, and then you question, are they the same?
Right. So
Brisker has not been playing the way he was before he got hurt.
Maybe he's just got an undisclosed injury, but he's fighting through it.
Correct.
But I'm just saying, from my point of view, we need this.
Yes.
We need this because, okay, now it's back to the drawing board. Just like, okay, wait a minute. We weren't, maybe Ben Johnson is thinking, I wasn't prepared. We weren't prepared because what was that play where you and I, as soon as we saw Burden take the handoff or whatever or the screen, we both were like, and then, of course, I also want to point out before I hand it over to you, Burden, you got to settle down. You got to settle down. The shit that you're pulling, you're going to get 15 yards and you're going to hurt the team.
He's going to be Javon Wicks.
You think so?
Well, remember he got...
Yes.
He got into, which ironically, who did he get in an argument with? C. Gardner Johnson, otherwise known as Sauce Gardner Minshew.
Yep, you're right. Yep, but I remember we were watching, and I get so you don't need that. Just stop, get back in the huddle. But
he did step up with the situation of us not having Rome.
Right, he did.
So.
And he was fighting for yards. He got the catch and he was fighting for yards. So my positive outtake from that is, I think we're going to come out and we're going against all-world Myles Garrett. You're not going to stop Myles Garrett.
Hopefully our offensive line can contain him enough because he's going for that sack record. But
I think this is what we needed to say. Hey, you know what? What did Ben Johnson say? We're not a championship caliber team, so I think now
we're starting to play like a team that if you face us in the playoffs, unless you get a big lead at the beginning, we're going to come back. Because going back to last year, wasn't the same.
No, hell no. No, the culture there was like, who gives a shit? We're just here for a paycheck.
And I like the fact that we were down at halftime, and we came back into the game.
Yeah.
We had a chance to win that game and make a play and make a play and make a play.
Like you said, that touchdown pass to, was it Oz? With the window Oh, my God. Remember you and, I videotaped our reaction.
And then you had to check to make sure that he had the toe drag flag.
Oh, my God.
It was a beautiful pass.
It was.
And the one thing I will say about the interception, not only with the fact that he was on the run, but if you look at it, it mimicked the play in the Philly game with the touchdown that we got to Kmet at the end, where he lobbed it to him.
Yep.
The only difference is the defender made a great play.
Yep.
Otherwise, that's a touchdown, and then the question is, do we tie it and go into overtime, or does he go for the 2-point conversion and win the game? Mm-hmm. So here's the silver lining I'm putting on this game. One, we were behind at halftime. We got back into the game. We had a legitimate shot in that game. But we lost to Minnesota week 1. What did we do the second time we faced them? We won. Last year, or the last couple of years, we lost the first game to Green Bay. What did we do in the second game? We won. We lost to Detroit. We have a better chance with this roster and this team than we did week 2. We still have one more shot against them.
We do.
So if we can hope that we got the loss out of the way. Let's get the win now.
Yep.
Plus, we're going up against Cleveland. Let's just keep it real.
Shedeur Sanders.
Yes. Enough said. Right there. Yeah, he makes a couple of flashy plays, but he there's questions. As long as we can contain, because we're not going to stop Myles Garrett, as long as we can contain him enough to make enough plays. But the Packers are going up against the Broncos.
Denver.
And Broncos can help us out. One orange and blue, how about another orange and blue? So we still have a legitimate chance in 2 weeks. We're once again battling for first place.
Very well, yeah.
I watched the thing today, and this is the thing that frustrates me more than anything. They were talking about the Bears aren't even going to make the playoffs. Again, I have no idea who the guy was. And he talked about because we just lost and that the Detroit is going to leapfrog us. Because let's take a look real quick on the current playoff standings.
No love for the Bears, but
I like the fact that our analysts are finally starting to realize, that we have a good team. I watched the thing about Mike Greenberg, who last year was very anti-Bears management and organization in the coaching staff, all that they were going to destroy Caleb Williams. This year, I watched the thing. He literally said it's a superstar in the making.
Absolutely.
That basically everybody looks for a Patrick Mahomes clone. We have a Patrick Mahomes clone. He makes the flashy plays, he makes the plays on the run, and he makes them when they count.
Yeah.
So, standings, if we were looking at it. Right now, we are in the 7th seed. We've got San Francisco above us, 9-4.
They suck.
And then Seattle, who before
They're tough.
before the Rams won was in first place. Now Detroit is 8-5.
We're 9-4.
So we got to lose for them to leapfrog us because obviously we can't have the same record unless we lose. This week, who do they play? They play the Rams. The Rams that are the number one team in the NFC right now. So I see the Rams taking that game because Matt Stafford with that receiving core.
Oh, God.
Which
Puka.
I said to him in that game, I question our defense when they have one superstar receiver. It's got me a little cautious about how we go up against Puka and Devontae Adams with Matt Stafford.
Yep.
But maybe we'll be lucky somebody knocks them out if we don't end up playing them.
Anything can happen. Because we're not even supposed to be here.
Now, that is true. That is 1,000% true. That's another positive spin on the whole season of the fact that we should not be here. We should be in battling for top 5 pick in the minds of everybody going into this season, us included. We were hopeful, but we knew that where we're at right now was not 100% level. Last year, I was like, there's no reason we should not be a 10-win team. I think Sunday we become a 10-win team.
I think so, too.
So next week, or the week after, we got Green Bay again.
At home.
Let's see. Who do the Lions have? The Lions have the Steelers, who are hit or miss depending on... Yeah.
Where's the game?
It's in Detroit.
Okay.
So, and San Francisco plays the Colts, which now that they got Phillip Rivers coming back, who knows what's going on with them. And then, so I still, until we lose, if we lose to the Browns, obviously a whole nother tune. But I still think we are in the playoffs this year.
So, with what I said, we're not even supposed to be here. It reminds me of, follow me on this, Don Mattingly, when he, in the 95, when they went to the wild card against Seattle, he said to Andy Pettit, we're not even supposed to be here, right? And we all know that Don Mattingly took the next year off and whatever, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
We're not
Should
even
be our manager, the Yankees manager, but that's a whole...
We're not even supposed to be here. And I told you, even if we lost every other game, from here on out. We're at 9 wins. Every person, every expert said the Bears will be lucky if they get 4 wins.
Yeah.
And
The Giants.
we're at
the
9.
Giants, the Saints,
The Raiders.
the Raiders, and the Browns were the games where everybody said that we would win that game.
Yep. But let's
Name one person that thought we were going to beat the Eagles.
Nobody. No. But we were in first place. We were the number 1 seed. We went on a 4 and a 5 game win streak.
And
To me, this season is already a success.
we're playing with house money.
I mean, I don't want us to lose, but even if we do, it's going to suck, yes. But when was the last time the Bears had 9 wins with this culture?
And a whole team. So I sent you, and I don't know if you ever watched it,
I started to.
the 2014 season.
Yep.
Which we made it to the NFC Championship and unfortunately lost to Green Bay.
Yeah.
But I thought about it. This is the first time we've had a complete team
Yeah.
since then. Because we have running backs, equivalent to Matt Forte. 2 equals 1. We have tight ends, Marcellus Bennett. We have wide receivers. We had Brandon Marshall and Alshon Jeffrey. Roma Dunze, DJ Moore, and a potential with Burden. You still got to show him more than once.
Yeah.
And then our defense. We had Urlacher, Briggs. We had Peanut Tillman. Now, we've got guys making plays that we would never have expected going into the season.
Can I give a shout out?
Yeah.
Booker. Sorry, I got.
What was that?
I'm sorry, Booker.
Say it one more time.
Only because I don't know your first name, Booker. Austin.
Austin Booker.
I know what his first fucking
Austin
name is.
316 says, I was right.
But to me, I'm just saying that this season is already a success. I mean, Grant, as a fan, we want to go into the playoffs, and we want to win a Super Bowl. I mean, that's why you play the game. But for me, oh my God, this is already a success. And if this is the first year, oh my God.
Yes. Right there. You just said, let me ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
Everybody looked at the Detroit Lions going into this season as a Super Bowl contender. Some still... Hold on. There was a lot of people, if you look at the roster, were saying Detroit possibly Super Bowl contenders. Do you remember... about maybe 4 years ago, they were a laughingstock. Everybody thinking Dan Campbell's going to get fired because they won it was either 2 or 3 games. Yep. And then what happened? They got a new offensive coordinator. They started creating a whole new offense. Then they drafted Jahmyr Gibbs, and the rest is history. Quick question. Who was that offensive coordinator? We played a game last week. Let's add on it. This is your bonus question. Who was the Detroit Lions offensive coordinator?
Ben Johnson?
Yes. And now, where is Ben Johnson now? Coach of the Bears.
Oh, okay. I thought that was my question. Okay.
The Lions kept getting better and better and better, and now Super Bowl contender. Now we've got a proven coach because he's making it happen. And now we've got a superstar in the making in Caleb Williams. Together, he doesn't have to learn a whole new offense next year.
Yep.
Because even if Declan takes a job somewhere else, if he gets somebody who wants to give him a chance at head coach, the play calling's not going to change.
Nope.
He's not going to have to learn a whole new offense because they have a different offensive coordinator.
Oh, you mean like Caleb did 3 times last year?
Yes.
Okay. 3 times.
While getting the crap kicked out of him.
So he had to learn 3, and he had nothing, and this year, I'm just saying, this is a success. I like I said earlier.
I'm excited to see who we continue to add to this team. Because coming into Ben Johnson's first season, what did him and Ryan Poles, again, Ryan Poles, for every Bears fan that shitted on you, I apologize for him because I never had a problem with you. Again, local boy. You kept getting shitted on. Oh, he drafted this guy. He traded for this guy. He signed this guy. Who gives a shit? You finally got a coach. And what did that coach want? Improve the offensive line. And what did you do? You traded for Joe Tooney. You traded for Jonah Jackson. You signed Drew Dahlman on day one of free agency. And what do we have? One of the best offensive lines in football.
And didn't we just, a couple weeks ago, each running back run for 125?
Yes.
First time in 40 years?
40 years.
40 years, okay.
4-0. We are celebrating the 40th anniversary of our Super Bowl championship. Yep. And you've got running backs do something for the first time. 2 of them.
Yep.
So we've got a 1-2 punch. We've got a hell of a receiving core.
And our tight ends. I'm just saying. I mean, I if I see where you're going with this, I would like to see. I think our linebackers are gone after this year. I think they are. I mean, is what it is, and I can't do better than that.
And supposedly this draft is going to be a good crop. And
can you imagine if we just had like a stud middle linebacker who just I'm just saying, and I think we're going to bolster our secondary. I think we are. Our offense is set.
We definitely need to make a few secondary changes.
And right now, if I was Ryan Poles, I would bring in Byard and Gardner, and I would extend them.
Oh, absolutely.
Extend them.
Those two need
Deshaun Wright.
Yes, and I kind of am happy. The only thing I'm happy about Gordon not being there was the fact that Deshaun Wright still has a chance because he is a wonderful surprise this year.
Which is really weird because, boy, I ate him up first couple of games, didn't I? And then, well...
Like, who the hell is that guy?
Yeah, what
the hell is he doing?
We didn't even know his first name. Don't
even ask me how to spell it.
Yep.
I was putting a post on Facebook about him. And I'm like, wait a minute, how the hell do you spell his name? So I had to Google it. Right? That's easy to spell.
And when Sauce Gardner-Johnson came in, I had texted you, and you said,
why has he been on 3 teams?
Yeah, but he's found a home, and like I'm just gonna say it again. And if you want to label this as our title, this season is already a success.
Yes.
I'm just saying, there's no other way about it.
And the future is very bright for this team.
And I still see Caleb out there fighting.
Yes.
Even though he's running. He's making plays. And I just want to say one more time, that fucking pass. I thought it got intercepted, right?
So I wasn't sure if it got intercepted or if it just got knocked down. And then wait a minute, he's got that. And yeah, and the fact that they had to make sure that the toe drag was nice.
And also we haven't talked about is everybody was like, why did we get Colston Loveland? I mean, look at Tyler Warren. Excuse me, where's Tyler Warren been?
That's a great question. And everybody wants to talk about the rookies. How bad did I want Austin Genty? I'm like, I want Austin Genty, and Kyle Monungai has had less touches than him. He's obviously not, because he's had the number of touches, he's still got a hell of a lot of rushing yards, and he's 3 touchdowns less than him. So
as a part-time back,
a 7th rounder at that.
From Rutgers, they just churn out running backs. So we're going in. Where's the game? Is it home or away? Sorry, I drink a lot. That's been established. But I'm going to try this week. I'm going to try not to start drinking at 12:30.
It's a home game.
Okay. You're going to be here.
I will be.
Wife and daughter might be here. We don't know yet.
I have no idea what's up.
I mean, I'm going to say this because, and I will take the beating from your wife. I was thinking about what all did we do wrong, and just the girls were here, and that's probably why we lost. Hi, Holly and Tori. Love you guys. That's just me. Will had nothing to do with it. Come take it on me. But so, so 1 o'clock game.
Yes. So this way your drinking will be at the right time this time. You don't have to figure out which game you're going to watch.
All
at
right,
the 1
fine. I'll
o'clock
start
hour.
drinking at 12:30. Fine, jeepers. Twist my arm. Like I said, I just want to say one more thing. There was one play that I said, why didn't you run for the first down? I don't know if Caleb thought he was passive, but I just want to reiterate, this game is not on Caleb. This game comes down to that one play that I think, and we just couldn't stop the Packers. And when we did, they broke out of a tackle. But anyways.
Wait a minute. Before we start going into Sunday's game, I do have one question. Maybe any of y'all watching can answer for me. Can you explain to me, and I don't want to put this on the refs that the refs took this away from us, but can you explain to me how a quarterback can throw a ball to a receiver and a receiver gets tackled before the ball gets there, and they're saying because it was behind the line of scrimmage, it's not a pass interference.
So does that mean any screen pass behind the line, you can just come up and beat the shit out of the fucking
Yeah.
guy? I knew as soon as you said that, I knew where you were going. Because we were both like, how is that not pass interference?
I was baffled.
Oh, sorry. No, our cat's probably trying to go under the door.
But it was like, how is that possible? And yes, there was a couple of situations where that could have helped us, when it came to moving the ball, which we moved the ball well, but there were times when we didn't.
Yep.
So maybe one of y'all can answer that question for me, how you can tackle a offensive player before the ball even gets there. It was clear as day in the replay that the ball had not even gotten to him before he got tackled. Okay.
I just want to
I got that off my chest. I feel better.
I just want to give
Negative
a shout out.
juju.
We always talk about next man up. Duvernay got his first catch for a huge first down.
And a big catch.
Yes. Yep. So
that was another one of the Houdini passes that Caleb made.
Yep.
And put us in the position because I believe that was on the same drive that we needed to possibly get that touchdown.
Yep. Yeah.
And so
his
on.
First catch. Yep.
So, all right, Sunday's game versus the Browns. How are you feeling about how we're going to do in that game? Are we going to rebound, or is the decline going to continue?
I think, like I said earlier, I said it several times, we needed that loss. I think we needed it to knock us down. I think it needed to bring us to reality. Yeah, we might be the Cinderella, whatever you got, anybody wants to live it. So I think Ben Johnson is, I think he made some bad calls. Whatever, it is what it is. I can't do any better. That's why we get paid to sit here and do this. Wait, you get your check yet?
I must be stuck in the mail. I do this for fun. I haven't gotten paid yet. Still working on it. Still working on our
I get a
sponsorship.
I get a weekly check, dude. You check with HR. Anyways, I think we're gonna come out, and as long as we can contain Myles Garrett, because I don't think Shedeur Sanders. I think he just goes by his last name. I know, like, if Jerry Jeudy gets open, I mean, we got to do contend with David Njoku and that rookie running back there. I can't think.
Judkins.
Yeah, Judkins. I mean, I don't think their defense is anything without Myles Garrett, and their offense I think is just straight fucking puke in a bag. I really do.
What, the fact that he could have 5 sacks in a game and they still lose?
Yeah, and I mean, but he did it for money. Or no, I'm sorry, he did it because he wanted to stay in Cleveland. But anyways, it's another story.
No, he did it for money.
Yeah, we know. So
Guaranteed.
I think that Ben Johnson is going to do again what he's done after a loss. Is okay. What did we get away from? And I think we're going to get back to the running game.
Yes.
I think we need to take some pressure off of Caleb. Let's run the ball. I've said it so many times. Running the ball opens up the passing game.
Yes. And I think from what I'm hearing is that it's supposed to be a very bad weather game.
Oh, fuck yeah, like negative.
And not only negative temperatures, but also it's supposed to be very windy. So of the fact that their run defense is not that great. So their pass defense, obviously, because they got Myles Garrett. So Swift and Monangai, just keep feeding them the ball. Our offensive line, giving them a bunch of holes to run through. So the key to that game, yes, is our running backs. Both.
First time we're in agreement.
Yes.
Oh my God.
And not only will it open up the passing game, but also Caleb's been using his legs a lot more this year than he's gotten a chance to before. And that could be because he didn't have an offensive line to work with. But I see him getting at least 20 yards rushing in that game, at least.
Caleb?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's going to be a three-headed monster of Monangai and Swift, because I think Monangai is just such a special talent, and he will be our RB1 at some point.
Yep.
And then with our passing game, our tight ends are going to be, whether Rome is back or not, I don't know what the status is with his foot, but whether Rome is back or not, our tight ends are going to be our best friend. So, and I see Loveland getting a touchdown. So I think we're going to have another 20-point game, because it's what we do. So I'm going to say Bears 24, Browns 7.
I'm sorry.
I think Shador's going to have a bunch of turnovers. He's going to have multiple interceptions, and I think that's going to be what takes them down. It's going to be another, Shador had a horrible performance, which on the way here, I heard a thing on the radio. They're saying that Shador is going to outplay Caleb. What? What?
What were they drinking?
That's what I want to know.
So I was just looking up while you were giving your prediction. He has a stress fracture in his foot, but he's limited practice. Rome Odunze.
Okay.
So I guess he may have to upgrade to full participant Friday's practice to avoid taking a whatever. So hopefully he's back, because obviously he's got 40 some catches for 600 some odd yards, 6 touchdowns. So we definitely could use him, obviously. So I'm thinking. I'm just thinking. I think we're gonna win. I think it's gonna be 25-10. I know Myles Garrett's gonna get a sack. I just
actually I think he's gonna, because it's Myles Garrett, I think he's gonna have a 2-sack game.
Okay.
But that's it. I mean the fact that the rest of the defense is just gonna.
But I want to say I think it's gonna be one of those where the pocket is good and he goes to move, but Myles Garrett he's just so goddamn great. I think he's gonna get him as he's. I don't think Myles Garrett is going to do a straight bull rush, but
with our tackles,
right.
Because Trapillo has been great, and
the Eagle,
right,
yep.
Darnell Wright, and whether it's the Theo Benedict or Trapillo, but the fact that Wright's on the other side, I think we've got the offensive line to slow him down enough to where we make plays over and over again and hand it off.
Yep.
Hand it off.
I just think take some pressure off Caleb. Let's run the fucking ball.
Dude, can you watch your fucking language?
No, I cannot fucking not, because this is a family fucking oriented show. But actually, I think it's going to be 25-7. I think we will get lucky and we will get a field goal with the incoming wins that you say. But I think we're just going to run the ball. I think our defense is going to show up, because we're due, and we're ready, and I think the player of the games are going to be, DeAndre Swift, Monangai. I think they're gonna get like at least 100 yards between them and one tutty.
And we're gonna have another touchdown from a tight end.
I think so.
And we get another swing.
I think so, and I think Caleb plays a pretty cool game, or a pretty clean game. I'm sorry, and I just think that we're going to go in there, or they're going to come to our house, and we're just going to we're going to monkey stomp them, and
we're going to send them home stomp.
And I think,
and we're going to run with a purpose. If you're going to try to steal my line, I'm going to use yours.
Okay, there you go. I'm picking up what you're putting down. And I also think that either Bayer, I think we're going to get another interception. I think so. And I think Caleb will have a touchdown. I don't think he's going to pass for 300 yards. I think he's going to have a modest game.
Of another 200-yarder.
Because,
he had somewhat of a respectable stat line. I mean, he didn't have 200 yards, but he had 186 yards, 2 touchdowns. But the interception, that's all anybody wants to focus on.
But you know what? Patrick Mahomes, that's MVP.
I mean, Jalen Hurts had 4 interceptions.
Yeah, and he had 2 fumbles on one play.
No, he had an interception that was fumbled. He recovered it and then fumbled it. He's the first person that you possibly in NFL history to have 2 turnovers in the same play.
Yep.
And I mean, I know I keep comparing Philly, but you're right, because if that was Jordan Love on the other side had made an interception that cost them the game at the end, he's not going to be shredded like Caleb Williams has. And it's starting to get really frustrating.
Yep.
Yes, he is not the end-all, be-all with, the superstar we hope he is. He's not, lighting up the stat sheet. So
but he doesn't need to. Doesn't need to.
When you have a full team, when you have a running game, you have receivers, you use both. And we keep adding the pieces.
That's exactly where I was going to go with, because he doesn't need to pass for 300 yards. We want him to because we want, but
he has the ability to.
But when we're winning, nothing else matters. So that's all I'm going to say is I think it's going to be 25-7. I think we're. Yep.
At least we have the same score for the Browns. I think that 7.
Yeah, I think Judkins gets in, or Njoku. He's tough.
And Shador gets one flashy play that is going to put them in the red zone, and then.
But if Caleb makes a flashy play, nothing. But Shador Sanders.
Even though we lead the league in big plays.
Yeah. Hey, can I say something?
No, I'm going to tell you no.
Shador Sanders, the only reason why you're in the NFL and you went to Colorado is because of your dad.
Well, yeah. I mean, I will say this.
And that's why you went in the 6th round.
This could be 5th round.
5th round.
And there's a lot of people that want to say, it's Johnny Manziel had the same egotistical attitude and he was a first rounder. Let me ask you a question. If he's as good as they say he was, wouldn't he have been a Heisman finalist last year?
Shador Sanders?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But
your buddy Travis Hunter.
Travis Hunter, finalist. Ashton Jenney, finalist, who I still think should have won it. That's nor here nor there. Do you know who one of the other 2 finalists was?
Oh.
Dylan Gabriel. The guy that was drafted before Shador Sanders.
Yeah, and
then he gets his first start. It's all about, why aren't they playing Shador? It's criminal that the Browns. Obviously, there's a reason why. He was not ready. He was not ready for big-time college football, but he happens to have a dad who became the head coach of a major team.
Yep.
And he went from Jackson State to Colorado. Do you hear them talking that way about Shiloh?
Nope.
It's like Shiloh doesn't even exist.
Yep.
When it comes to when you talk about Deion's kids. Oh, Shador this, Shador that. Okay.
Well, Shador that, Sanders. Sorry.
But I think he's going to be put back into that, Cleveland should draft a new quarterback.
Oh, yeah.
Mindset that the analyst. The only thing to his defense, I will say, he's basically getting the criticism Caleb was getting last year when it was, he's a top talent, but he's not playing well. The only difference is Caleb's got talent. Shador has a last name.
Perfectly said. Absolutely.
And hopefully we get back into it, and we still have a shot to regain first place in 2 weeks. And if I'm wrong, I'll say I'm wrong, just like
we always do.
To my buddy Rob, to my Pins and Wins tag team partner, Danny Dimes. To my daughter's guidance counselor, Matthew. Won't say his last name because that's not necessary. To my boss, Dan. You guys were right. The Green Bay Packers had the better team last week. Maybe things will be different next week. Who knows? But I was wrong. You guys had the better team in Lambeau. So, for therapy, you've got to get it off your chest.
Absolutely.
In order to get better.
I drink, so.
I don't know. Maybe I need to bring the harder monsters because they do make alcoholic drinks, but that's another.
Why not? Let's do a show drunk.
Wow.
I'm just saying. See, I have to find new ways to make him laugh like that. I can't keep on doing the same old thing.
His face isn't always doing it, so just saying. All right.
Money maker.
So, but to everybody, make sure you hit that like, smash that like button, comment, keep the comments coming because
love the comments. I laugh at
all over social media, TikTok, Instagram. Obviously our Facebook, and so on and so forth. It's not as negative as to, they talk trash more about the team than try to talk trash about us, but it is what it is. But to my tag team partner, J-Dubs, I am Big Will, and this is the Bears Bros Podcast. Bear down.
Had to get the bicep in.
Peace.